Well, the meeting open at 7:15. Okay, item number 2 is review and accept previous meeting minutes. And those minutes are April 11th.
Did you announce, I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman, did you announce number 1?
Number 1 is the, citizens query, I'm sorry, yeah. 7 to 7:10,
So 7:15 to 7:25?
yep.
Okay.
Okay, the agenda for the Municipal Light Plan Board of Commissioners, okay. Got that. So we're down to number 2, which is the minutes for the April 11th, 2018. 7. Okay. Has everybody had a chance to take at least a look at them?
Yeah, we have a little problem here, I think, voting for this.
Yeah.
Because you weren't here last month and Kevin wasn't on the board at that particular time.
Okay.
So I'm not, I don't think I can vote.
They could probably go on the record just as is.
Yeah, yeah, record as is.
Yeah,
And an explanation of why it's not voted on.
we can do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. And our item number 3 is welcome new board member and selection of officers.
Kevin, welcome.
Thank you. It's been a long time coming. It's taken a few tries, but I'm finally here.
Good.
And glad to be here. Glad to be sitting up here with you guys.
Okay.
Question?
Sure.
Brian DePersia, 500 Weathersfield Street.
Sure.
Question for Kevin.
Shoot.
How's it look from that side of the table?
It's different. It's a little bit different. I'm usually sitting in like Dan's seat over there. It's different, but it's good. And I'm kind of glad to be here and represent the community, and hopefully we'll get some other people up here at some point too.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Glad to have you aboard, Kevin.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Selection of officers, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, that's what it says.
I will nominate Mr. Murray as chairman of the board again.
And I'll second it.
The motion is made and seconded. All those in favor, except the guy that they're talking about, signify by saying aye.
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 And the other one will be clerk.
Yeah.
Nominate, make a motion that Kevin be clerk.
Sure.
Sure. Right under the bus.
No worries.
I'll make that. You made it, right? So I'll
I made the
second it.
motion.
I'll second it. Motion made and seconded. Make Kevin the clerk. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? You made it by.
I did.
Good for
After
you.
that.
Good for you. Okay, item number 4 is Rowley LLC solar update.
I'll leave it for Bonnie to give us a quick update on the project on Weathersfield Street.
Okay,
Good evening, gentlemen, and congratulations, Kevin, on your award. It's nice to see you, and also Brian for running a great race. Congratulations to you as well.
Thank you.
Bonnie Berkowitz, Raleigh Solar, 623 Weathersfield Street. Some great news, we're making progress in the permitting process, and we expect and anticipate to close that process expediently, and look forward to presenting at the meeting that permits are closed, and we'll have Matt Dunnell's working on the interconnect study and hopefully towards construction. So I want to thank you all for being patient and working with us. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask.
I have one.
Sure.
When do you expect the online date to be? Do you have an online date, or is it something Yet to be determined.
we're still pushing forward, hoping there might be a possibility of, there's been a bit of a challenge. The plan that's still before the planning board was submitted in January of 2018. And we're waiting on the third-party engineer to provide his stormwater management portion of a report as we're making edits to the overall plan based on his recommendations. And we were told, I was told today that the third-party engineer is away for 3 weeks, and we're scheduled to present before the planning board next Wednesday. And because he's away, it seems as though there will not be a report from him for Wednesday's meeting. So until, I would not be providing accurate information to give you a date
Okay.
until that I can further update relative to the board. But we are certainly going to still give it our all for SREC 2. That's what our goal is.
Okay.
And we're working towards, we had a commissioner out to the farm yesterday, the policy maker from MDR. And we shared our plans and walked the property and showed him, you know, what's going on and what we're doing and anticipating, and explaining to him some of the, you know, human challenges that we're moving through. So, very
Okay.
supportive and helpful, and, you know, he was encouraging as well. The same with our communication with DOER relative to the possibility, should we need some type of an extension for mechanical completion,
Yep.
that they would be working with us based upon our best efforts collectively put forward here.
Okay.
So thankfully for that. Thank you for asking that.
The, just keep me in the loop as far as, I need to, finish up the community solar program, and it's gonna hinge on the operation date, so
Yes.
as soon as
Yep.
you have a more firm date, please let me know so I can,
If we are going to encourage the board coming up next Wednesday to provide us with some type of provisional permit so that we may get a statement of qualification. And if we're able to do that based upon finishing up stormwater management or whatever else they may deem in their best interest, we will be able to provide you with a very firm date.
okay.
So, it's a meaningful pivot, so we're very much, anticipating significant progress if everyone's comfortable with our plan,
Okay.
okay?
Yeah.
But yes, we're cognizant of everybody's, anticipation.
I'm sorry, Barney, I didn't catch what board?
Planning board,
Oh, planning board,
coming
okay.
up on the 16th.
Okay.
Would be delighted, and Mr. Folding's been terrific about trying to accommodate to attend the meetings, and we're all doing the best we can, but if in fact I believe he has another schedule where he can't really be in two places at the same time this coming Wednesday, but would be more than delighted should you or Mr. Murray wish to attend, and if not, that's okay, we'll miss you, but you're always, it would be great if
So
someone.
that's gonna be Wednesday of
Yes,
next week?
7:30, yes,
next week, because
Yes.
today is Thursday. Tomorrow's Thursday.
thank you.
Okay. So Wednesday next week.
Yeah, that's right. All right,
Any question with respect to the project?
sure, yeah,
Is the capacity still a target for 2 megawatts?
yes.
Okay.
Yes. We actually met last week, some of our Alliance team members for other projects flew in from overseas and met with us, and each time there's a revision or even a minor change, I'm sure you understand with your background as well, we have to re-engineer at many different levels,
Sure.
yeah, with experts, so we just keep going, but yes, it is.
Okay,
Do you happen to have a project overview that I could look over?
Could you
Just
be a
a
little more
broad
explicit?
overview of what this is, because I've heard that is this a scalable project? Is it starting out at 1 meg and going to 2 meg? Has it changed? I've heard a lot of different things about it, and I'd like to be educated on it before.
Sure. Yeah. So essentially, we are anticipating a 2 megawatt array, and distributed power, meaning 100% of the power that is generated, produced, goes directly to the town of Rowley for Rowley's use. It is not a net metered program whereby our personal farm needs are met first, and then whatever is left goes to the town. So it's 100% distributed energy. And we are a farm, and we anticipate continuing our agricultural use underneath the panels with various crops. And we've been working with some of the folks at UMass as well, where there are arrays in place with crops underneath, with yield, with studies, and actually with PhD students that are going through the program. It's very exciting. We're doing our best, and we're also beekeepers. There'll be bee hives as well. So trying to meet both of our needs as we're deploying our personal property for the benefit 100% for the town of Rowley's power. So, but I'd
Maybe
be,
just more specific,
yeah.
Plans and whatnot.
Okay, yeah, I appreciate that.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah,
Thank
there's a
you.
whole, you're more than welcome, and any feedback or questions, please at any time feel free to, email, call, direct, let Dan know, whatever, we're accessible.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Item 5 is EV program update.
This has been on the, item's been on the agenda for a few months or a few meetings now. I've met with 2 different, program coordinators, for an electric vehicle program for residents. The first one, met with the board, did a presentation with the board. I've since asked him for more firm, layout of the cost of the program. He has yet to get back to me on as far as that goes. The second company, we're in the final stages of designing the program and getting the final cost for the program. That should be within the next week. We should have a final cost for that program as far as what, a better description of the program and what those costs can be per item. There's a number of different nuances to the project, or to the program. It looks like a good program. There's 5 towns that are looking at that program, but more than likely, each individual town will have its own version of the program, from hardly anything at all to basically a full-blown program to offer EVs to their customers. Along with this program goes dealership, the word went right out of my head. In talking with dealerships, and getting dealerships on board with the program, educating the dealerships. So we'll have a relationship with the dealership as well. So as soon as I get a final program, I'll email it to all the boards so we can have it, and then I should have something more concrete at the June meeting.
Sounds good, Dan.
And the purchase update, that's about the same thing.
Nope, we're gonna purchase an EV for the light department. We have a Toyota Tacoma that is, I think it's Eric, what year is that, 99?
Yeah, something like that.
It's an older vehicle. I'd like to purchase an EV. We talked about this at the last meeting. Purchase an EV for the department. I've got a set of specs all ready to go. I just gotta basically give the specs to the dealerships. Probably Volkswagen, Chevy. I'd like to give it to BMW, but I don't think they'd be cost competitive. Or maybe even Tesla, I'm not sure, but.
Well, they do make an EV.
I think, I'll probably just give it to Chevy and, Nissan and VW, so I'll give it to those 3 and we'll get the price back. It's gonna be under the bid procurement law, so it's gonna be under the 50,000, so I won't have to worry about putting it out to bid.
Right, yeah, Merrimack Valley Planning Commission just purchased an EV. So I think we're gonna see more and more.
Yeah, we'll talk more about what we're gonna do as far as charging goes, where we're gonna leave it. What my thoughts are is put a charging station outside of the light department to charge it, but that means it would be sitting outside all night. I don't know if you have any qualms about that, I don't really have any qualms about it, leaving the car outside all night. It's a lit parking lot.
Is there, I'm not saying, it's just not garage space for it, is there?
Well, there would be if we, the Toyota Tacoma would go away, so we would have that garage space for it. The only reason I thought about putting it outside is we would have the charger outside, so that
Yeah.
we would have an accessible charger.
So like
Plus,
a public charging
It'd be
station.
almost like a public charging station.
yeah, I think it would also be good to get the public aware that EVs are here.
Yeah, so if it's outside, then,
Right.
and the vehicle would be lettered and, you know, with some, they make different EV decals that you can put on it to show that it's an EV.
Good idea.
Okay, so I will, I'll get the specs finished and I'll get them out to the dealership and I'll probably have, numbers to you at the next board meeting.
Quick question on that. Besides being, you know, out there for meter reading and so on and so forth, is this gonna be something that's gonna be accessible to staff in case they're going to meetings or professional development, so on and so forth?
Yes.
Okay.
It'll be available for anybody who goes, basically town hall, post office, bank, meter reading, final readings to a class for the day, whatnot. Be available for all those uses. As long as the class is within range. And it'll probably be white, just to stick with the fleet color. Seems like it's.
Good move. You know why?
Yep.
Okay.
But that's all I had on that.
Okay.
I'll give you a motion to adjourn, Mr. Chairman.
Wow, that was quick.
Totally second it.
You understand that takes priority. You made
I made the motion, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, I will second it. And all those in favor for adjournment, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you.